Hello everyone and welcome to our very first YouTube video. Very good to see you. Welcome. We normally stream over on Twitch, so I do apologize for the VOD overlays from Twitch, but this channel will be a mix of VODs and normal recordings when I'm not streaming, of course. We're using the mod Homestead, and welcome to my forever world. Unfortunately, I decided to make this into a YouTube series after I was already 60 days in of not recording because I started this world when I wasn't on stream. So you guys start with me about 60 days in. Halfway through this video, there's a little tour of what we have built so far. I'll put the timestamp in the link or in the description below. Not the link below, the description. And I hope you guys enjoy some cozy adventuring and stay tuned for more videos. This is just episode 1. I do currently have 2 other videos that I have to edit, so there will be 3 episodes eventually, and I do plan on playing on this world till the end of time. That's why it's my forever world. Also, I do apologize in the voiceover. I am currently a little sick, so if I sound a little different, that is why. It's because I'm currently sick. But I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we're starting on our adventure today, and we're currently looking to do stuff with the mod Let's Do Herbalism. Currently I'm going to show you guys some of the mods that are in the mod pack. There's about 350 mods if I remember correctly, and we're going to collect some of our rewards from some of the mods, and then we're going to go start on our adventure. Okay, a little bit of background on this world. So I've seen a bunch of people do Minecraft Forever Worlds recently on like YouTube or on TikTok, and I really wanted to start my own. However, unfortunately, I did start 60 days in, so you're starting with me about 60 days in. We found this cute little pillager outpost type build. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but the pillagers had ventured off, so we decided to loot it. And then we found a villager in this little cell, and I was debating on freeing him, but didn't want him to get killed by the pillagers if they came back, or by other mobs when it turned nighttime. So I decided to leave him in the cage for now, keep him safe, and then eventually we might bring him back to our base. Our goal for this exploration trip is to find some of the herbs and the plants that we'll need to do the Let's Do Herbalism mod. So that means we're going to need to find hibiscus, lavender, yerba mata, rooibos, and coffee beans. So currently we are on the look for a cherry grove biome and a savanna and a jungle. So that's what we're currently going on an adventure for. Also, during this voiceover, if you guys do hear my AC in the background, I do apologize. I'm trying to keep it as quiet as possible, but the second I turn off my AC, my cat does not like the sound of silence, so he will start meowing, so I think it'll just be a little bit better if I keep the AC on instead of getting interrupted by my wonderful cat. Eventually, we did make it to some stony shores. We grabbed some ores, some copper, and some iron. Because I'm a baby and I don't like going into caves because I typically die, this is my main source of ores. Finally, we made it to the water, so we're gonna hop in our boat. It's almost nighttime, so we're gonna take a quick nap on the shore real quick before we head on our adventure. We're gonna grab some of this zinc as well. It's used for the create mod, I believe. So we're just gonna grab it just in case. I don't know if I'll actually mess with the create mod stuff, but it would be nice to dabble in it, learn a little bit. So we're just gonna grab the zinc, take a nap, and then we'll head on our adventure. So unfortunately we do live on an island, so we have to do a lot of boat travel to go find resources, but honestly I love that we live on an island because it means I have more space to do things. While we were boating through the ocean, I spotted this anglerfish and I thought it was really cute, but I didn't know if it was going to cause me harm in any way, so we just said hello and then we kept on our boating journey. A little bit after we spotted the anglerfish, I saw some weird structure on my mini map, and it turns out that it's this whole like underwater structure, but I'm not sure what it is, so we just dropped a waypoint in case we want to come back and explore it. I didn't have any doors on me at the time, so I didn't want to go explore it quite yet, but it's a very large structure and it's not an ocean monument, so I'm thinking it's part of one of the mods. After a long time of boating, we finally spotted some land in the distance. This biome's called a mushroom field. We picked up some of the mushrooms. Of course, you can't leave without mushrooms. We spotted a village in the distance that we're gonna go loot after we take a nap, because I'm a baby when it comes to mobs. I don't want to deal with them. I never like to deal with them, so we're just grabbing some mushrooms and then we're gonna take a nap and we're gonna go explore. We woke up on day 61 with one thing in mind, that mushroom village. I've never seen a mushroom village and I've never played a mod pack where they have mushroom villages, so I was very excited to go explore it. On our way over to the mushroom village, we grabbed some brown mushrooms, red mushrooms, and ink cap mushrooms, and we completed a quest in the process. On our way over to the mushroom village, we also spotted these adorable mushroom creatures called mushlings. We did not bring one home with us because it would have been a long journey with one. We started exploring the village and we took some of their candles, but there wasn't a whole lot in their chests to loot, so we just took what we needed and left the rest. We then spotted this purple roofed building and decided to go explore it. Inside the chests were lots of things that I would normally grab when I'm in the nether. However, my nether spawn is a basalt delta, so I don't exactly want to go in. We also met this villager who's willing to give us small amethyst buds for emeralds. So every emerald that we got out of these chests, we gave right to him to decorate our base. We also ended up taking the enchanted basin so that eventually we can have a villager to trade us amethyst with, because I love decorating with amethyst. As we were leaving the mushroom village, we spotted this bookshelf build. I'm not exactly sure what this is or how it spawns, but we took the enchanting table so we don't have to build one later. We took the bookshelves, the amethyst, and of course we looted the barrel and found ourselves feather falling. As we were exploring the rest of the Mushroom Island, let me tell you, these bookshelf enchanting setup builds were everywhere on this island. I don't know why they spawn here, but we took the bookshelves, we looted the barrels, we took the amethyst, and then we kept going. I spotted yet another enchanting setup, and of course we took the bookshelves, looted the barrel, and took the amethyst. Once we were done exploring the Mushroom Island, we went back in our boat, back on our adventure, but we are going to put a waypoint down for the Mushroom Village just in case we want to come back and get any more resources or explore it once again. After a little bit more boating, we came across a mushroom jungle island, and we decided to go explore it. We took a nap real quick to get rid of the mobs, and then we spotted a structure as we woke up. Of course, we ran away from a burning zombie because I'm not gonna deal with that. We're gonna let him burn. And then we went to go explore that structure. Before we explore the structure, you know what we have to do. Take the amethyst, take the bookshelves, loot the barrel, of course. Once inside this strange structure, we found out that it was actually an underground village marketplace. We looted some of their chests, had a good look around. It's a very big structure, but not a whole ton to it, just villagers underground with their cute little marketplace. Of course, we had to say hello to the Iron Golem, which we then named Greg. Greg was great. He was wonderful, as always. took the villagers' azalea bush for decoration later. We did a little bit more exploration before deciding to head back up to the surface and continue on our original adventure. Once back at the surface, we decided to explore the jungle a little bit, take a nap, and then head back out to find a bigger jungle. We spotted a parrot and of course had to say hello before we continued on our journey. It was finally time to head back out in our boat in search of a cherry grove and a bigger jungle to get the herbs we needed for our tea. On our journey, I saw these cool rock formations that had moss and glowberries in them, and I thought that they looked really pretty. I then found another pillager camp, but decided not to loot it because the pillagers were still there. Eventually, we finally found a bigger jungle, the jungle we were looking for. Here's where we're gonna find our hibiscus and our cocoa beans. While exploring the jungle, we found a new wood type and decided to take some of it home with us. And of course, we took a quick nap before continuing to explore. Finally, we found the hibiscus that we needed and we collected up as much as we could so that we can replant it later and have our own garden of hibiscus. We also collected some cattails to put around a pond that we'll build in a later episode. While exploring the jungle, I noticed these planks in the side of the cliff. It turned out to be a parrot spawner room. We looted the chests and then continued to explore the jungle. And of course, we had to say goodbye to the parrot that was flying away. We also took the banner to decorate for a future project. We then came across this biome with beautiful flowers and beautiful purple trees. We decided to take some of the purple flowering bushes and then continue on our journey. It was at this point that I realized we didn't grab some of the crops that we could grab from the jungle for the tea, so we double backed, found some more hibiscus, and plucked it up. We dropped down to get to another part of the jungle, and of course we had to say hello to the ducks on our way. We found some more hibiscus and the cocoa beans that we had been looking for, so we grabbed as much as we could so that we can plant it in our garden at home. We also grabbed some melons while we were here so we can plant those as well. We then came across the plains biome and spotted this cute little mining outpost that we decided to explore. There wasn't much in the mine, but we looted the chest anyway, and then continued on our journey. While exploring the plains biome, we heard a howl, and it turned out to be this adorable little dog. We decided to name it Mango, and gave it a shot at taming it, which we got in 4 bones. I was very excited to have a new companion with us. I mean, just look at how cute he is. Oh my goodness. We continued on our journey and finally came into a savanna biome. We found some more iron, and of course we mined it up. You can never have too much iron. Finally, we found a cherry grove, and just look at these adorable little mini sheep. Oh my goodness, they're just so cute. After getting distracted by the mini sheep, we finally found the yerba mate we needed, so we grabbed as much of that as we could to bring back home with us. On our way back home, we spotted this villager campsite, and we decided to loot some of their goods, but not all of it. We have to leave some for them, of course. We took some of their wood piles for decoration at home. We then came across this adorable little moo bloom, but decided to leave it behind because adventuring with 2 animals is a lot harder than one. Finally, we found the rooibos leaves that we were looking for. This way we can plant them back at home as well. So we grabbed as much as we could find and then continued on our journey home. We finally got to the water's edge, and it's at this point that I remembered we have to get Mango into the boat to get him home. So please enjoy this portion of me trying to get Mango into the boat. In the middle of trying to get Mango in the boat, he decided he was gonna come snuggle up for a nap before we get him in the boat. With Mango finally in the boat, it was time to start our journey back home. Once finally home, Mango was being stubborn and didn't want to come in the house. That was until I pulled out a piece of raw chicken and he teleported into the house. We gently nudged him into his temporary spot in the house. Eventually, we'll build him a proper doghouse, but for now, this is where he'll sit. We then emptied our pockets and our backpack of all our goodies from our adventure. Personally, I like to keep my chests very organized. It helps me when I'm looking for items. It also helps me from starting a storage monster, which I'm very prone to get. We then went out into the crop fields to plant our coffee beans, our rooibos, our yerba mate, and of course our hibiscus. With all these crops planted, the only one that we are currently missing from the Let's Do Herbal Brews is our lavender. We also placed down the log piles that we got while we were on our adventure. I forgot to unload my backpack earlier, so we're currently unloading our backpack just from everything from our adventure, so it's all nice and neat and put away. We then placed down the amethyst that we got, and look at our nether portal, so cute. Now we're just collecting our rewards that we got while we were out adventuring. Now it's tour time! Time to look at our wonderful homestead. This is our house and our adorable little tea drying station where we put the tea blocks to get the tea powders. And then heading inside, you have our adorable little open kitchen setup. We have the tea kettle for the herbal brews. We have both cooking mod setups ready to go so that we have everything we need. Of course, we have a little mini fridge. I'm still not sure how that works, and then in our countertops, of course, we have storage for all of our foods and all of our goods. Then we have our crafting stations, more storage. And then we have our storage tower where we have most of our storage currently. Eventually we'll build a storage hut, but for now this works perfectly. And of course Mango, we have to say hello. Then we have our loft bedroom where we have the plushies we've collected so far, and of course our armor. Then when you head back outside the door, you have our current little pond. Eventually we'll make it bigger, but we have sugarcane and bamboo growing near it. And then we have our nether portal, which of course has the basalt delta spawn. I'm not very happy about that. Then you smack the tea drying sign and you're brought up into our vineyard. This is going to be where we put our wine cellar. We're going to take out the back wall and eventually build it into the little hillside right there. Then you have our vineyard with our 4 current types of grapes. We have red and white grapes and then the red and white taiga ones as well. Then you come into our crop fields. This field is made specifically for the Let's Do Herbal Brews, and of course just 1 row of beetroot. Then you'll have our hibiscus and our lavender. Eventually we'll fill out the hibiscus and eventually we'll get the correct lavender, but that one's there as a placeholder for now. Then you have our miscellaneous crop field. It's got all different types of crops in it. Then behind that we have our cabbage field. and of course our wheat field, and of course there's a composter between the fields. Then you go over this way and you have our small lava farm. 3 for now is all we need, but eventually I do want to make it a bigger lava farm, of course. And that is our little area so far. Of course, there's so much more that I have planned to do, but for now, this is our little home. Eventually, there is going to be a barn over in this open area, and I think for now, we'll set up a pen and we'll go get some cows. After we got the pen built, we went and we grabbed 2 cows and brought them back home. I then decided that now would be a good time to get a goal board set up, things that we want to do in this world throughout the entire time that we're here. Like building a barn, making a storage hut, cooking every food, getting villager trading set up. I really wanted to get a cat, just a board so that we have like goals in mind while we're doing things. And with the goal board all set up, I decided this would be the perfect end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching episode 1. Stay tuned for episode 2 when it comes out. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Bye, guys.